ayes are 217, the nays are 215. Majority voting in the affirmative, the concurrent resolution is adopted.
Not exactly a rounding applause after Republicans went through an inordinate amount of arm twisting to pass basically an agreement to start working on a budget. And that vote should scare a lot of people tonight, including millions of Americans who voted for Donald Trump. Trump promised Americans the world. No taxes on tips, overtime, Social Security benefits, no taxes on lots and lots of things. You get a car, you get a car, you get a car. Plus massive tax cuts for the rich. And he said he would do it all without cutting Social Security, Medicare, or Medicaid. It's a dream. The accounting doesn't work. It just doesn't. And today, House Speaker Mike Johnson admitted as much.
Can you say unequivocally that further down the line, there won't be any cuts to Medicaid program?
Medicaid is hugely problematic because it has a lot of fraud, waste, and abuse. Everybody knows that. We all know it intuitively. No one in here would disagree.
With us now, former Senator Scott Brown of Massachusetts, also served as ambassador to New Zealand and Samoa. It's good to see you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, two of the most enviable titles people always want for the rest of their life, senator and ambassador. You've got both of them. You think about this from a political perspective for Donald Trump. First Republican to win working-class voters making less than $100,000 a year in decades. And he's caught, right, between traditional fiscal Republicans in the House who say the math doesn't work and his voting base that voted for him but need Medicare, Medicaid, and Social Security to survive.
Well, first of all, I participated in many budgets, not only as an assessor, selectman, state rep, state senator, and U.S. senator. And this is part of the process. This is the framework, the thing you need to get through the door or you don't have any discussion. So now it's up to people to get to work, Democrats included, finding alternatives, offering suggestions, trying to find a way to do something different. Because what's been happening over the last at least 4 years hasn't worked. So they're looking at everything. And they have, I don't think any American disagrees that we should be opening everything and showing total transparency. So this is just the beginning. As you know, Leland, you follow this stuff. This is what they now have on the Senate and the House to start the discussions to pull something together. So I encourage the Democrats and the Republicans to do their jobs and figure it out.
Well, as with that long list of titles, I think you also know Congress in the United States rarely does its job and hasn't for the past, what, 15, 20 years?
Yeah, well, that's why President Trump got a mandate, and he got a mandate from the people to fix it. And respectfully, that's what he's doing. You may not like it, but he's doing it, okay? And he's only been there a little over a month. I've listened to, you guys in your station and other stations often, and it's like, the moaning and groaning and the complaining. Give the guy a break. He's been there over a month, and the stuff he's done is really amazing. And I think a lot of people will agree.
Well, I won't bother reading our opening segment today, but I think we agreed in it as well. But look, journalists are curmudgeons. That's just sort of what we are, the skunk at the garden party. That's our job, to cover everybody critically. And I keep coming back to this. President Trump, during his first 4 years, exploded the debt and deficit because of the massive tax cuts. Now, he got a lot of economic growth, but he made these promises on the campaign trail about not cutting Medicaid or Social Security. Take a listen.
Medicare, Medicaid, none of that stuff is going to be touched.
Sir, do you think you can still pay for extending your tax cuts without cutting both Medicaid and Medicare?
Yeah, absolutely.
We're talking about waste. We're not talking about we're going to love and cherish Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid. We're not going to do anything with that.
Look, you're a fair guy. You understand the math better than most. Pick three things, right? Entitlement programs, getting the debt and deficit under control, tax cuts. You can have any two of those. You can't have all three. He's promised all three. Which pillar falls?
Well, that's up to Congress. Do your job. Figure it out. That's what the American people sent them there for. And he said, and he used his influence tonight to get the help the House pass the budget. He said he's not touching it. So that's already off the table. And this is the biggest scare tactic that the Democrats use respectfully. Oh, your Medicaid's going to be taken away. Oh, all your Social Security. No, it's not. He said it's not. And so far, he's done exactly what he said when it comes to this issue in particular. They started a framework. There's nothing in the framework that talks about Medicaid. Nothing. You know it and I know it. So now go do your damn jobs. Go figure it out. And how about having the Democrats stop being the party of no? You can't tell me they don't object to, they can't agree with some things. I heard Seth Moulton on your previous show. I like the guy. But listen, that's stuff they could have done forever. Okay,
True.
Let's join forces and find some real savings for the American taxpayer. Because when I was there, Leland, $9 trillion national debt. It's up to $36 trillion. It's unacceptable. That's why he was elected, to do something.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.